Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we dive into the world of entrepreneurship and explore the concepts that can help you turn your ideas into reality. I'm your host, Louis, and today we're going to talk about PR on a startup budget. As a startup founder, you know how important it is to get the word out about your business. But with limited resources, it can be tough to create a buzz around your brand. That's where PR on a startup budget comes in. In simple terms, PR on a startup budget refers to the practice of using public relations strategies to build awareness and credibility for your startup without breaking the bank. The concept of PR on a startup budget has been around for a while, but it's become increasingly important in today's digital age. With the rise of social media and online content, startups can now reach a wider audience than ever before. But with so much noise out there, it's harder than ever to get noticed. That's why having a solid PR strategy is crucial. So, what are the core principles and theories behind PR on a startup budget? Well, one of the key ideas is that of earned media. Earned media refers to the publicity you get when someone else talks about your business, whether it's a journalist, a blogger, or an influencer. This type of media is valuable because it's seen as more credible than paid advertising. Another important concept is storytelling. When you're trying to build awareness for your startup, you need to have a compelling story to tell. What problem do you solve? How do you solve it? And why should people care? By crafting a strong narrative around your business, you can capture people's attention and make them want to learn more. Influential thinkers like Guy Kawasaki and Seth Godin have written extensively about the importance of storytelling in marketing and PRT. They argue that in today's crowded marketplace, the only way to stand out is to create a story that resonates with your audience. One great example is the company Airbnb. When Airbnb first started out, they didn't have a lot of money for advertising. So they focused on building relationships with journalists and bloggers who could help spread the word about their platform. They created a compelling story around the idea of community-driven hospitality, and they used social media to engage with their users and build a loyal following. Today, Airbnb is one of the most successful startups in the world, and their PR strategy played a big role in getting them there. Another example is the company Warby Parker. Warby Parker is an eyewear company that started out as a small startup with a limited budget. But they were able to create a buzz around their brand by leveraging social media and partnering with influencers who shared their values. They also created a strong narrative around the idea of affordable, fashionable eyewear, and they used content marketing to tell that story. Today, Warby Parker is a household name, and their PR strategy has been widely studied as an example of how to build a successful brand on a limited budget. So, what can you do to apply PR on a startup budget in your own business? First, start by building relationships with journalists, bloggers, and influencers who cover your industry. Reach out to them with a compelling story about your business and offer to provide expert insights or commentary on topics related to your startup. Second, focus on creating high-quality content that tells the story of your business. This could be blog posts, videos, podcasts, or social media updates, whatever works best for your audience. By creating content that resonates with people, you can build a loyal following and establish your brand as a thought leader in your industry. Third, leverage social media to engage with your users and build a community around your brand. This could involve running social media contests, hosting webinars or events, or simply responding to comments and messages from your followers. Finally, don't be afraid to think outside the box and get creative with your PR strategy. Use guerrilla marketing tactics like stunts or flash mobs to grab people's attention, or partner with other businesses to co-create content or host events. According to research by the Public Relations Society of America, companies that invest in PR efforts see an average return on investment of 3-1 or higher. Additionally, a study by HubSpot found that businesses that prioritize inbound marketing and PR efforts see higher website traffic, lead generation, and customer acquisition rates. In conclusion, PR on a startup budget is all about building trust, credibility, and buzz around your business without sacrificing your limited resources. By focusing on earned media, storytelling, and strategic outreach, you can create a powerful PR strategy that helps you stand out in a crowded market. As my experience with market cycles has taught me, every great business starts with a solid foundation, and that includes a well-thought-out PR strategy. So don't be intimidated by the idea of PR on a startup budget. With creativity, persistence, and a willingness to learn, you can build a successful brand that resonates with your audience. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss, please leave them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about PR on a startup budget, be sure to check out our resources page for some helpful tips and guides. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.